歡迎收睇美國專訊。今集節目全部都同紐約有關。紐約市喺2024年新增嘅擠擁收費咧，令到進入曼克頓咧變得昂貴，影響到部分上落班嘅人。下邊係記者拉寧嘅報導。呢個係一個交通混亂嘅地方，紐約市正面臨嚴重嘅交通危機。每日大約有70萬部車輛進入曼克頓下城。第一項新嘅政策可能好快就會帶嚟緩和。呢個政策將向大多數司機收取高達23美元進入該地區嘅費用。但毫不奇怪，紐約人同其他人對呢個即將到嚟嘅變化有不同嘅反應。
I drive into the city every day. I already pay a toll for $19 coming from Jersey, so that'll be $42 to come in to work every single day. Like, who could afford that?
If this encourages public transportations and trying to be more climate impact friendly, I think that's where we should be thinking.
據專家話，新嘅擠擁費預計將使交通流量減少大約2成。呢啲費用產生嘅收入將用於改善該市嘅公共交通基礎設施。紐約州州長海西霍克爾認為，呢啲新政策一旦實施嘅話，唔單止將加強街道安全，同時亦喺防止污染方面發揮重要作用。
Think about the pedestrians just trying to get around, the bicyclists, the delivery people. It is dangerous for them. But all this concentrated activity, the vehicles sitting there idling because they cannot move, and our buses that are not moving, it's also creating all this exhaust and emissions that our people are breathing.
代表紐約州嘅國會眾議員托雷斯話，預計擠擁費每年將會為紐約交通管理局帶嚟10億美元嘅收入，呢個將會改善紐約市居民嘅生活。
I represent one of the poorest congressional districts in America, where my residents depend heavily on the public transit system. New York City is only as strong as its public transit system, and congestion pricing will save public transit for the next generation.
雖然紐約市內部反應積極，但係新嘅收費對鄰近新澤西州嘅人嚟講並唔係一件好事。
I think the most important part to understand about congestion pricing is the impact that it has on New Jersey commuters financially. The problem with this tax is it discourages people from coming into New York at a time when New York should be encouraging them to come into New York.
雖然美國首次嘗試實行擠擁費，但係倫敦、斯德哥爾摩、米蘭同新加坡等幾個主要城市喺實行類似嘅擠擁費之後，汽車交通流量出現下降。研究顯示喺其中一啲城市，汽車交通量嘅下降亦陪伴住地鐵同單車等替代交通選擇嘅增加。記者拉寧，紐約市報導。喺大都市裏面移動，可能因為體重或者身高受限而出現挑戰，因為好多公共設施未能夠滿足到佢哋嘅需求。而家紐約市咧有項新嘅法律，將有關嘅情況列入免受歧視嘅清單裏面。下面繼續係記者拉寧嘅報導。紐約人對開創性立法嘅通過感到高興。呢項立法確保僱主唔能夠根據體重或者身高拒絕僱用某一個人。同時仲要求餐館同其他公共場所需要提供適當嘅設施，滿足顧客。
There's other laws in the country, but this is the biggest city to pass one, and it's the first one that's been passed in quite a few years.
呢項立法喺2023年11月22號生效，佢為嗰啲受到呢一類歧視影響嘅人帶嚟咗希望。
It's very, very joyful. You know, my entire life I've been fat. People have criticized me and people have thought of me as lesser of a human being. And this bill passing, you know, it's the start of people finally recognizing us as just human beings who deserve the same basic rights as everybody else.
奧斯本係全國促進肥胖接受協會 NAAFA 嘅主席，佢認為紐約市嘅法律將出現成效。
We will see employers paying more attention to inclusive hiring practices. We will see landlords paying more attention to making sure that they are treating all tenants equally.
雖然法律准許對基於身高或者體重嘅歧視採取法律行動，但奧斯本話呢個並唔係該組織努力嘅主要重點。
Our goal is not to see more lawsuits. Our goal is actually to see people make changes in their environments so they don't have to be sued.
不過部分法律專家話，2023年5月通過嘅法律將為嗰啲認為自己受到歧視嘅人提供更容易獲得嘅法律途徑。
This is a turning point for discrimination against overweight people and discrimination against short people. We now are able, in many cases, to go to the actual source of the discrimination. So these are viable lawsuits. They weren't viable in the past.
並非所有人都認為呢項法律係有益㗎。
It's not a helpful message. Americans need help losing weight. Right now, 40% of American adults are classified as obese, and almost 70% of American adults are classified as overweight. We need help losing weight. We should lose weight. Making it easier to be overweight is not exactly helpful right now.
雖然好難判斷呢項法律嘅長期影響，但係專家預計，隨住類似嘅立法喺美國其他城市獲得通過，佢可能會成為勞工律師嘅一個新興領域。記者拉寧，紐約市報導。多人收睇美國專訊，下次嘅節目時間再見。